What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the West Coast POPCast. It's your boy, Doc. I am here. I'm back with the guys, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for joining us in this journey. 631 subs now. Me and Eric covered Rampage this week, filling in for Zach, who takes in all the views. But Zach is back on the channel. The made man, how you doing?
After this week of wrestling, I'm very sad. So many things happened that made me sad about wrestling this week, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So many. Just like that thumbnail, man. My guy Big E got. Eric, man, how you doing?
The second you said that, my heart just dropped. That fucking killed me. But you know what? I'm actually angry about something else. Last week, I cheated myself because Zach and we decided who was the greatest champion of 2021. We left out the greatest champion of all time. The longest reigning WCP predictions champion, still currently the champion. Gosh. Longest reign. I'm not, you know what? I am Cody Rhodes of this channel because I'm not a face. I'm not a heel. I'm just a winner. I don't need Stacy.
That's hilarious. Stacy? Oh, man.
But otherwise, I'm okay. Next year.
That's good to hear. Man's rocking the nice jacket, man, as that West Coast Pop buddy coming in, but you get us from West Coast Pop merch. We're having a holiday sale. Get all you can on the website. Link in the description.
Exactly. Get your mom and your sisters, your brothers, your family a Hop on the Cock t-shirt.
The holiday season ain't over when you're on the West Coast Pop.
No, it's not. Knock, welcome back. How are you doing? Day 2-ish of 2022.
I'm good, man. It's a good start to the year. Hopefully we all have a big year, a safe year, man, and make our dreams come true.
True that.
Beautiful.
But yeah, like Zach and Eric have been saying, man, it was a heck of a week or a last 72 hours of wrestling. So much going on. I think for me, I haven't watched too much stuff. I caught a little bit of Raw, caught a little bit of NXT. So we can get into a weekend recap. Then we got a whole lot of topics to talk about, some games. So let's get into it, man. Zach, how was Monday Night Raw? 3 hours.
3 hours, and I do believe over half of it was video packages. So if this was a live show, I'd been fucking pissed spending money on this. Over half the show, video packages, building up to a pay-per-view that makes your employees work on a holiday. So with that being said, all great matches, but still, you make a 3-hour show worthless to everyone. And Eric, as you called him in the chat, that slut Eric Bischoff showed up on Raw for his 29th wedding ceremony with WWE. I'm going to do something new here from now on Raw.
Not watch it.
Since they don't give a shit about people like me who actually sit down and watch it, the whole show, and they treat their champions like they did at day one. Now for Raw, we're going to do how long did it take me to get through Raw? I am not going to be frugal with my fast forward button anymore if they are going to be frugal with my time. It could take me half an hour. It could take me all 3 hours. I don't know, but that's going to be the new thing for Raw.
Man. 2022, baby.
One day we're going to have to all just watch Raw and see who can make it the longest. See who can make it through the full 3 hours.
Could tape Eric's eyes open.
Oh, fucking hell.
But Zach, you were wrong there, man. It wasn't a pay-per-view that happened on Saturday. It was a premium experience, or what do you call it? Premium live event?
Premium live event.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no pay-per-views are gone.
Yeah, because wrestling needed to change. It all needed to change.
That's what we needed to change. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. NXT was the following day. But of course, you got AEW Dark and NXT going head to head. Big fan of AEW Dark. We've seen Brandy Rhodes have a nice match. She has a new submission move. She calls it the stretch mark. She has.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I think she has to work on setting it up, but that's going to take time. But I'm glad she's a nice submission move there. Baxcaster, they claim have a good match in the show. So definitely check out AEW Dark, man. And of course, Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss have their blow-off match in this hardcore match. I think it's one of Sonny's best matches.
I hate that this is the second time I want to watch a great match, but it's on Dark, and I'm probably never going to see it because I'm never going to YouTube it.
Oh man, yeah.
And they don't promote it on the main shows. Why don't
they
promote Dark?
They don't.
That's so ridiculous. They just do the spoilers.
They can at least show a recap. Like no one wants to see the little. No one reads that thing. No one reads that thing.
No.
But yeah, that was AEW Dark. NXT. Any you guys catch NXT?
Yeah. I'm taking all the bullets, man.
You are.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit.
So Odyssey Jones came out because AJ Styles is feuding with Dunkaroos. I don't like him. I'm not a fan of Grayson Waller. The only cool thing to really come out here to take note on is what I texted you guys. Walter, New Year's Evil. Imperium is going to face MSK and Riddle. Walter is going to be here in the States, so we'll see how long he's here for and what the outcome of that match is. They had the contract signing, so the winner of Strong and Carmelo is going to be the new North American Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah,
right.
That's pretty interesting. I'm guessing Mel's going to win that match. Let's put my money on him.
I think he is. Watch if you can. Just watch this. It was actually really funny. It was very well done. It was my second favorite segment of the week. It was done on either Saturday Night Live or In Living Color, but it was basically Trick saying stuff, and then all the white dudes on Diamond Mine not understanding. So then Bivens was kind of like translating to them in like white terminology. Yeah. It was done very well, and Bivens has a big future in my eyes. He sold it so well, and it was done so well. It was done in a gag, but I'm not mad at it for how they handled it. It was very fun.
He's extremely underrated, man. He can talk. That's why he's the mouthpiece for a lot of people.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then main event, the women main evented. It was Jade and Gonzalez versus Io and Kaylee Ray. The winners will face Mandy Rose at New Year's Evil. So it'll be a three-way between that, and Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez will both be facing Mandy Rose.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I did catch a little bit of that match. Raquel and Jade were having some issues, but they pulled out the win. I saw some Von Wagner. He's all right. I think he has a good future.
Yeah, all right's about as much as I'll give him.
My guy Solo Sikoa taking on Santos Escobar. I'm reading some of these headlines. I want to ask you something. So the headline says, "Daddy is proud of Tiffany Stratton."
Okay.
How was her debut, and why? Who is Daddy?
She is a former gymnast. I think she's also a tennis player.
Okay.
I usually say to not do this, but internet, please go ham with those Brazzer memes. This was made for it. This felt very uncomfortable to watch. She fought Fallon Henley. She was the AEW girl who was on that YouTube show that you watch.
Oh, yes. AEW Dark, baby.
Yeah, well, she's in NXT now under that. And that's who faced Daddy's girl.
Okay. And as I was reading that and looking it up, I was thinking, damn, Eric just did some type of character a few weeks ago. And it reminded me just of that. Oh man,
yeah.
Somebody's watching.
No prep work whatsoever. I'll take my daddy over her thing any day.
Oh man,
yours is safer.
Exactly. This is kind of jumping into news and rumors, but I'm guessing it's because of this character. Scarlett said that she was getting jealous that NXT 2.0 women are being allowed to be a little bit more sexier.
Wow.
So it would have been interesting to see what Scarlett would have done in this era. But
she would have blossomed as her own character. Maybe not the Karrion Kross thing she was doing, but like as her own, which she usually does. I think she would have blossomed.
Yeah, it would have been different.
Yeah. But yeah, that was NXT. I think that's all. Is anything else you want to say on NXT? All right. Well, I guess we're going on.
Going.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, let's go on to AEW Wednesday nights. We'll go through this real quick before we get to some of the controversy that happened a few hours ago. But let's see. Eric, did you catch AEW Dynamite?
I did, but you're honestly going to have to remind me what happened.
All right, so I'll start with this segment. Brandon Rhodes, Dan Lambert comes back, talks up Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. He says he's the black belt. She says what she says. What do you think about that segment?
I don't like Dan Lambert as much as I don't like him at all. I know you do. And I'm not like huge on Brandy Rhodes promos, but I give this one a pass. I think we could like this one.
Yeah, I don't know. It for sure is a little cringy, but I think I'll cut her a little slack here. I don't think it was as bad as people make it out to be.
Right. Like if I kind of like the idea that Brandy is this well put together woman in the company, And that every now and then, when she does get like into a feud, she can bring out that sassy black woman, like, you know, that angry black woman, which I did.
Recording stopped.
Whoa, all right. On live on stream, I think Zach cut out on us.
Yeah, man's gone.
Yeah, but he'll be right back. He will join back in a moment. Oh, nope, there he is. Speaking.
Recording in progress.
Let's go. But yeah, so rest of the AEW Dynamite, we had the old friends. We had my guy Adam Cole, baby. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly taking on the best friends of Orange Cassidy, Trent and Chuck Taylor. It was a solid match. Kyle O'Reilly gets the pinfall victory, chasing the dragon. I think you're going to have a lot of world-class tag team matches coming up, man. Red Dragon versus FTR versus the Bucks versus freaking, what's his name? Proud and Powerful. So many different tag matches. It's going to be insane in 2022.
Probably versus the Briscoes when they join.
The Briscoes.
Where do you think this goes? Do you see first of all, if Adam Cole does join them, their name has to be Undisputed something, because the crowd is going to chant that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know what you go with. I mean, I don't know.
Even if you just call it Undisputed, I don't know.
But maybe. I don't know if that's copyrighted, but maybe if they want to cut it short to that. I think he does go with them. I think at this point, though, please bring the Trios championships. Bring him out, man. Like, there's no point in waiting. We know it's been talked about. We know they want to do it. Just, you have so many different teams, man, that need it. So go ahead and do it.
Agreed. How about you, Zach? What'd you think of that six-man of many, one of many six-mans that night?
That's what made me sad. I was very sad about watching that Dynamite. I'm so sick of too many people in these matches. I'm sad that Jericho had to come back. I'm sad that Eddie Kingston has zero direction whatsoever. Look, I want to see him succeed in my eyes, but he's a heel, he's a face, he's a heel, he's a face. He can't do Stone Cold.
Honestly, he might be the only guy that could.
No,
no, he can't. Max. Look, I just really am getting sick of everyone being. I know it's people on TV, but I mean, it's no one has direction, so I don't care that they're on my TV.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. I don't know who they're about. I guess it's fine for the holidays, but Jericho really didn't need to come out at all during this. And why is he waiting in the back until his friends are done getting beat up?
Right. And it was super weird because I could tell someone was going to come out because they held the beating. Like, they were about to hit Santana, and they're like, should we do it? Should we do it? And then Jericho fucking waits till his friends are knocked out, bleeding, and he doesn't even attend to them. He's just busy showing off, swinging his bat. Look at me, I got my fucking
singing his Judas.
Yeah, singing his damn song.
That means he's gonna be back on Rampage and commentary.
Oh no.
I don't know where this is gonna go. I like 2.0. I'm glad he got a win here. What else happened here?
Real quick though, I just want to hit up one of the greatest wrestling channels on YouTube, SCW.
Yes.
It was so surreal to see Yui entrance. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up on screen, but it was so surreal to see Yui entrance during Dynamite. Can't wait for the Elite versus Undisputed Era or Undisputed Elite. Okay,
that's not a bad name.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Happy New Year, guys. Hope you're all well. Thank you so much, Steve. I love you, man.
Thanks, Steve.
You're awesome.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. Thanks for joining us in the chat. What was I gonna say here? All right, so AEW for sure needs to improve on their women's division. Not the wrestlers; they have great wrestlers.
Yeah,
but as far as giving them time, we talked about it in the chat. Rampage should have had the women main event. On this show, we had one women's match again, but I will give them credit because I think they are making proper strides. I think they featured some other promos from women in different storylines that didn't just involve the titles. So I'll give them credit there. I do see the improvement, but it's still a long way to go. Shout out to Thunder Rosa and Jade. I think they had one of Jade's best matches in her career so far. Mercedes Martinez making a debut, which she debuted in Impact. So I guess she's going back and forth there. Maybe their work relationship still going on there. But what do you think about Mercedes Martinez and AEW and what she can do?
I'm glad that she is in AEW. I don't blame her for going to NXT because she was looking for the money. She's got a family, so I'm glad that she found her way here. I think she's gonna have some good matches. I don't know if she'll be a champion, but I think she'll put people over. I don't think we'll see her like main eventing, but she'll put people over.
Yeah. Maybe she'll get a run at the TBS title at some point. I think she deserves some type of mainstream gold at some point. Zach, what do you think?
I'm happy for her, but it's just weird because you left them to go to NXT, and then now she's gone from NXT. Now she's back with them. But if she's gonna be floating around, that's fine. I love her. She's gonna be nothing but good for her.
Damn. Okay. But what Zach did bring up there, I almost forgot she was in AEW before she went to NXT.
Indeed for AEW.
Sorry.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. She was in AEW before, and it was like 2 weeks, but they were forming with NXT and AEW. So. Yeah.
Last few things before we move on to I think Rampage. So we see Brian Pillman continue this feud. I think it was a good promo from him. I liked it. I enjoyed the promo. But this man, Malachi Black, great opening. Looks good. The point, ominous. Good visual in his face. Almost perfect. And then you cut back to him as he's walking to the back and just completely destroy all mystery and mystique. Production team, I know your job is hard. I know there's a lot going on, but damn, man, you ruined that a little bit for me.
That felt like a fucking Simpsons gag. Like a magician like drops smoke and then you just fucking see him walking away.
And let me tell you something, they don't have that much going on when it's a scripted show and you're doing things in order. So
right.
We're too far along for that.
Yeah. It's like when wrestlers or you first learn how to wrestle, they say, if you think you're going slow, go even slower. If you think you gave him enough time with the light, just give him a little more time so you can keep the mystique going.
Or even more. I get why they can't give him more time because they're on a strict schedule. But this is why you rehearse beforehand. You're like, okay, Malachi, we just need however long it takes. I'm guessing less than 20 seconds. We're gonna have you practice doing it just so we can know for timing's sake. That's all you gotta fucking do once.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, along the same lines. Years and years and years ago, I was watching an Undertaker match, and he looked like he was going to sneeze, and the camera cut, and you heard a sneeze, and then it went back to him as the Undertaker's face.
That's
I just want to say, production-wise, that is good.
That's smart.
Awesome.
That's smart.
There was also the Noob and Co. saying AEW production team really is random. I agree, because why would you cut away? It is the first time the Undisputed Elite, as I'm gonna call them for right now, are in AEW, and you're about to get that boom. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are pointing to each other. That's an image you should use, and they cut away to the fans. Why?
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's all over the place because sometimes they're really good. And don't get me wrong, I know we're clattering them, but when they do Malachi Black's entrance, they're always on point. But like stuff like this, man, it's so late in the game to be just dropping the ball. Who was it last week? They missed like two people's dives. I'm like, damn, man, I missed. Oh, Ray Phoenix. He walked the ropes and did some crazy spin, and we missed half of it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, come on, man. Jeez.
Just have a wide camera. Even if the hard cam isn't wide enough for you, just have a fucking camera somewhere where you can catch all the dives.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my only thing there. But yeah, that was Dynamite. I will say, shout to JR, man. Cancer Free back on Dynamite this episode. I know I was a little hard on him in the past, but I did miss him a little bit when I was gone. I will say that.
Yeah.
Did miss him. He's good.
Good old JR.
Yeah. So I'll give him credit there. And then how you guys feel about what they're doing with Wardlow, man? This Powerbomb Symphony. I'm starting to get behind it. The crowd's behind it.
Really?
Wow.
I'm thumbs up.
Because when it's time for him to wrestle, it's just, I'm not going to be hyped up to see it because it's just the powerbomb stuff. But I do want to say the segment in the back was my first favorite thing of the week. The MJF and Sean Spears thing, just as a writer, it was written perfectly. There was no fat on there. Everyone hit their marks perfectly. If you want to watch a great segment and how it's done and edited, or it wasn't edited, but just cut and formed, that was my favorite thing of the week.
It was really good stuff. Eric, and you're on the other side of that. You do enjoy what Wardlow's doing here.
I like it. I mean, I think I like that Sean Spears, like a little seasoning on there, every time Wardlow does these power bombs. First of all, shout out to Colin Delaney, because I'm always, for some reason, excited to see him whenever he pops up. But I like the power bombs because we know Wardlow can wrestle. We've seen him wrestle big matches. He should have won, but whatever. I think that this just kind of spoils that he's going to win whatever, like for the TNT championship. Is that what the end game is right now? He wins a ladder match for the TNT championship match?
Potentially, and then he's supposed to drop it to MJF.
Right.
Contractual.
So I like that we're heading to the end game of him and MJF. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to do it. I'm having fun with it. I don't know if it's good, but I'm having fun with the power bombs. I'm having fun with Sean Spears hitting the opponent after every match.
Yeah. So I think at this point, going into this year, it's going to be 2 years of them being together already.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy how time flew. And then jumping over to Rampage, I won't talk too much on it because Zach has not seen it yet. We want to get his thoughts on the next episode. But we did live stream it. I'll say quickly, women should have main evented. They stole the show. Cody and Ethan Page, it wasn't a bad match, but it just felt out of place, as well as the opener. I still think Sammy should be the TNT champion. But besides that, shout to the fucking women, man. They killed it.
Abso-fucking-lutely. I don't understand who put that card together. They fucked up. They should take a pay cut. They should go home. Their wife should slap them and say, you didn't ruin Rampage, but you could have done a better job. But I don't get why Cody is... I said on stream why he's jobbing out his finisher and doing the Tiger Driver, aka Super Pedigree. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Did Triple H do something to him or something? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It's weird. It was a good card. It just could have been a lot better if they produced it properly.
Yeah, and I know we've been saying like Rampage has kind of been feeling like really feel like it's the B, maybe even sometimes the C show. But again, the women made it feel legit again.
Dark is the C show. Let's get this straight.
That Dark Elevation.
Oh, I fucking forgot about Elevation.
We got Andrade and Adam Cole at Dark Elevation, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You should be mad.
Oh man,
Adam Cole, baby.
Oh man.
The thumb just goes limp.
Oh man, good stuff. Also, speaking of Cole, I kind of miss seeing Britt Baker. I haven't seen her in the ring in a while. I feel like it's been some time, but she has a big match against Rio.
Man.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
I still don't know who she's gonna drop it to. She might hold it for another few months here till Double or Nothing.
It should have been. Well, it could have been Big Swole.
It could
stand by. That should have been the Cena Edge of AEW. But
we're gonna get to it. But Big Swole is still the only person to pin your current champion on pay-per-view. I don't know, man. But I think we got through. We could recap. I would usually throw to Zach for Ring of Honor, but yeah, you know,
you just throw salt on the wound.
I honestly felt like I was going to shed a tear yesterday because I pulled up our Instagram and the first thing I saw was Happy New Year posted by Ring of Honor. I'm like,
oh man,
motherfucking.
Apparently they do have a target date for April in Dallas, so hopefully they can hit that date. I don't know who else is going to be returning for then, but who knows.
If you guys or if anyone out there in the chat needs a job, hit them up because they have absolutely no one to sign. No one wants to sign. Talking the truth about management at Ring of Honor.
Man, I'll be the longest rated Ring of Honor champion there is.
Oh man, just show up on the door. Listen, you guys need us more than we need you. Okay.
Oh man, the price just went up. Zach, did you see the MLW by the way?
As far as I know, it wasn't on this week again.
Oh damn, we're just
hit me up in the chats if it was. It just didn't. Nothing came up when I hit up their page.
Yes, but shout out to David Richards. So that's the weekend recap. We're gonna get straight to the big topics here.
Real quick. Do you want to hit up this chat real quick? Just
good call. Zach, his internet sucks. Yes, I know. Prime time. Happy New Year. SCW. Happy New Year. Good evening, Noob and Co. Prime time says Sting.
It's Sting.
Did he have a match this week or that last week?
He came out.
Yeah, he came out.
Yeah, that's what it was. He had that promo with Darby.
Yeah.
SCW back in the chat. He wants to see Cody use the pedigree. Honestly, he's getting closer and closer to doing it. He's getting closer.
Just do it. Just fucking do it.
He's going to get more heat backstage if he does do it with all this hate that he has on Triple H because everyone coming over from NXT loved Triple H. It's just once Vince touched him, then that was it.
That's a good point. That's a hell of a point.
That's true.
Oh, man.
Cody's going to get jumped by the new hires.
We'll be out back all wearing their jackets, holding sledgehammers.
Hey,
think you can play the game?
Arguably the biggest storyline Cody had on the Indies with Kenny was supposed to go to Adam Cole, but he had left. So I mean, they got some little bit of history or missed history that I can tap into. Nubenko, Britt Baker should drop it to Thunder Rosa. That's a hell of a call, man. I think she might that might be true. That might be coming
It might be, yeah.
Thunder Rosa is overdue for a title run anyways. But goddamn, man. Last week, Big Swole, I think it was last week, Big Swole had left AEW, and now Tony Khan is throwing shots at his talent. Real quick, Eric, man, we all know what happened. We're just gonna give our quick thoughts. And Eric, what'd you think about this and what it means?
It's a tough issue because on one hand, I get why people are giving Tony his. First of all, for anyone who doesn't know, Big Swole's on her podcast that the reason she left is because it was disturbing her peace. Her daughter didn't see her on TV as much. They didn't see diversity, and she just didn't feel like where AEW is right now fits where she thinks she should be. So good on her for staying up for herself and leaving. That's fine. And I get Tony is fine in defending himself, but first of all, the way he did it was wrong. You just don't go on Twitter and just tell people I let this person go because I didn't think they were good or the wrestling was good. And also, even no matter who you are, if someone says that's a place that you're in charge of is not diverse enough or something's wrong, you should at least be like, okay, I don't agree with that, but can you explain to me why it's that way? You should be open-minded, because I think there is a problem there. So I see both sides, but I'm leaning more towards Big Swole in this one.
Yeah, Zach, I'll throw it to you, man. What do you think about that whole situation that happened?
One of you guys said it best in the chats. Tony does not know how to handle criticism. He should not be on Twitter. We saw it with how he handled LJ. Basic question. Just handle it. I'll just say, we're working on it. We do hear you and blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But also in that same podcast, Big Swole praised Tony and AEW for helping everyone out and like bringing food to them and catering and like helping them out in the locker room and all that stuff. So it makes it even more bizarre. I don't wonder if you even got to that point where it's just, I don't know, man. Tony's a loose cannon.
Right.
Yeah. I got a few points here I want to bring up, but part of me reading that made me think like he didn't actually read the article or see what happened. He might have just seen a headline that might have came out about it, and then he responded off of that. Definitely has to take criticism better than that, man. You're the head of the company. It's not a good look.
Yeah,
I don't. I do see both sides. Where like, I think there's a lot of diversity in AEW, but we talk about it every week now. Sometimes the structure just seems off. Like have storylines that just end all of a sudden, or certain people that you might think, where are they? Why wasn't Big Swole and Diamante on AEW like television when they had a big storyline going? Have that blow off match there, as opposed to some other people who had their blow off match. So it's stuff like that needs to be addressed. Like that's stuff we see. I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think anything like that. I just think there's a whole lot of misunderstanding and stuff that need to be addressed. So for what he said though, as far as what he said, not just to come, as far as what he said though, bring it up like who is it brought? He brought Bella Rose and Dante Martin. Said they all want to. Why would you even? What are you talking about here? That just makes you look
right.
Like that shouldn't be something that you bring up to defend yourself. That doesn't make any sense.
No, that was stupid.
That was very stupid.
That was I went to gym with a black guy. That's what that was.
Yeah. Like,
exactly.
I shook a black guy's hand and gave him a quarter.
So, like that can't be defended. Throwing a shot at Big Swole. Big Swole is someone who she's a wrestler. She's gonna be looking for work now, obviously, because she's not with the company anymore. You don't just publicly bash her, and then the receipts are being pulled up. Was it last year when she had that match with Britt Baker and her record? Like he was praising her, saying, "Oh, she's a good wrestler. She's a good record here. We like her. You signed her to your company. Clearly, you believe in her. So don't switch up now and try to bash her because you got your feelings hurt. So that's not a good look. So We'll see how it goes forward if the changes get made. I mean, I think he had talked with Leo Rush. He had a few other people that talked. The people that did come out and support him, they have their views. They're there as well. Whatever side you fall on, I don't think you should bash people that came out and supported him either. Like Will Hobbs, like they took care of him, like his mom had passed and all type of stuff. And if he's come out and supporting, I'm not gonna sit and bash him. That's kind of weird to do. So those people that are just bashing him, I don't understand that. But definitely shouldn't take no shot at Big Swole like that.
Yeah, I think too, a lot of the people that were supporting him, that came out right away with like Hobbs and Sheeta and some other people. Everyone I saw has TV time.
Yeah.
So they waved the inclusivity banner when they first started by showing Sunny Kiss a lot. Whenever they talk about it, they'd cut to Sunny Kiss photo or something with Sunny Kiss, where Sunny Kiss now, she's actually, like you said, in a good storyline that they're not showing, shoved on a YouTube channel that they're not even promoting.
Yeah.
Right.
I love Sheeta, but what she shouldn't have commented at that part. That didn't make sense.
Yeah. And even to kind of back on Zach's point, I remember thinking when Nyla Rose first came up, and Nyla Rose is a good wrestler. I'm not taking that away from her, but it was very obvious that there were some times when they were like, we've got a trans wrestler and we're really, you know, at the forefront of wrestling. She was constantly in their advertisement, constantly on the page, and they still do right by her. But I think there are some times when AEW is so focused on portraying the image that sometimes they forget to actually do the rest of the work. Like, good job on you know, making that image, but you still got backstage stuff you got to work on. You know, the fact that Scorpio Sky is, you know, kind of the only black person that you could argue when AEW started was like a big position. That's a problem. And he's a damn good wrestler, but he's also friends with the elite, so that's questionable. So who knows? Hopefully the right thing to do, honestly, I think would be just, why not say to Big Swole, hey, you're right, or we listen to you. Do you want to come back and work backstage with us and help us get better? That'd be a pretty good olive branch.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, she was just giving her take on it. Like, she wasn't bashing one. I thought she was very respectful. We see other people bash the fuck out of companies when they left, and this wasn't that.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I thought it was fine too. It's her take. It's what it is. It's, you know, like, when you're sitting in a room with someone and they're like, it's cold in here, and you're like, well, it's perfect in here. What are you talking about? It's her take on it. It's her feelings, and he shouldn't have commented at all. And to just, I hated that. That made me sad to see that the tweet that he did.
Yeah. I don't think we're getting, like, I know Leo at first said like he better apologize. Maybe he did it behind closed doors. Maybe something had been said. I doubt. It doesn't seem like we're getting it public. I think we would have got it by now if he did it publicly. I don't know how much it's gonna mean to anyone in the community.
So, I think he's moved on. He's already tweeted about other shit. He's
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. That definitely not a good look. And you're the head of the company, man. What are you doing?
Right. There was I mean, one thing that sucks for Tony, I'm not trying to defend him, but he kind of put himself in this position of AEW's like the alternative to wrestling. Like, this is where like we're the good company of wrestling. So anytime you fuck up, you kind of have to you have to act in a higher moral standing than this. Like, if you're gonna be the paragon of wrestling, be the paragon. Don't do this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Definitely not a good look. I don't know. It's just shit, man. Nubin Co in the chat. Tony Khan needs to get off the internet. That's why Vince McMahon doesn't listen to the fans, because he finds them weird. Tony just exposed himself and pretty much made a rookie mistake. Yeah, you can definitely say it's a rookie mistake there, man.
Did.
Yeah.
This might affect his bottom lines on premium live events.
I don't see him making this mistake again. I can't imagine him coming out and saying this type of stuff again. So hopefully, he can learn from this and they can make some changes in the company. Because I don't think it's a bad company. I think they have glaring issues, but I do believe they can work through it and maybe show some improvement. Especially with some people there, like Leo Rush being there, Mark Henry, some of the guys in the locker room. So I think something can help, but we'll see.
There was one thing that was interesting. I know we talked about before how we don't. I think Knock and I agree that we don't like writers in wrestling. I'm not sure how you feel about that, Knock.
Oh yeah.
And then I think Zach, you kind of were saying like you see a need for it. So Big Swole talked about how it sucks that AEW is so loose because some people just aren't creative. Some people do need writers. So it's interesting to see that. Like, do you guys, if you were in AEW right now, would you hire a writer to help those people? Or do you think the way they're doing it now is working?
I don't think it's totally working because you can see every week I get frustrated with how endings of feuds are, and some feuds don't end at all and they just kind of move on. They should hire freelance writers. They shouldn't have writers on staff. They should hire writers when they want to do a storyline that they can't figure out. If it's basic, Like what they're doing with the Elite and Undisputed, they can handle that themselves. They don't need a writer for that. They know their friendship. They know how to do that in a storyline. But if you're doing something with Malachi and like, I don't know, man, you're doing some like Dark Forces stuff like that. Like Malachi knows the stuff, but I would still get a writer, especially for the other person involved if they're new to wrestling. But freelance writers, that's what I would never have a writing staff for wrestling. You don't do enough writing for it.
It's tough because like I'm glad you brought up Malachi Black because like he knows his shit, man. If you ever heard him podcast, he knows exactly how he wants to do things. I just don't think it always gets translated to the production. Like we talk about like the being walking away, like some of the shots, like him spitting in the face of Julia Hart. Like I know what they were going for, and I believed it, but it just came off a little funny. Especially there's some match he interrupted. He just kind of sat outside the ring afterwards, and it didn't come off the way I think they intended. And then you had the promo he did with Brody King, which was fucking amazing. So like,
yeah,
they need something to be consistent because right now they're kind of up and down with some of the stuff they do.
Agreed. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like,
I don't know.
I think maybe I think Zach's probably right. Maybe a writer. I would say a writer for people who need it, because if I go to AEW, I like to think that I can pitch my storylines, but I wouldn't want to work with a writer versus say, I don't know, whoever's in AEW right now that's not working well should probably get it right. Like some people just aren't written well for because they aren't creative like that, and that's fine. Not everyone is.
Yeah. And then you got people that like for example, Britt Baker, when she had that face run, it was not going well. Like I didn't believe her at all. She turned heel. I don't know whose decision was. I don't know who gave her the props to start talking like the way she was on the bike, but that completely changed her entire career. So I don't know how that happened. Or even Miro, like he had a rocky start and now he's fucking gold. So I don't know how those changes were made, but I don't know if the writer would help. I don't know how that works, but there are some people that started off rocky and are now just hitting that stride.
Right. That's actually that's a good thing you brought up Miro, because I think that's what I'm thinking of. Like I'd love to know, did they start writing for him when he came into AEW, or was the God stuff written? Because one of those was written, one of those was Miro, and
I don't know. Apparently, that was all them. That was all Kip and Miro. Just an AEW being like, "Oh, we let people do what they want here. No scripts, have fun."
Okay, because that's interesting. Then he got smarter at some point.
Yeah, because part of me thinks like I don't know if I'm giving her too much credit, but I feel like a lot of it's like, hey, say this, say this, say this. Like I don't know, maybe it's him too, but like I feel like it is here to tell him to say some of this stuff, but it's working.
Yeah, I dig it. All right.
Yeah, so that was one topic, and then anybody in chat, did you guys watch the premium live event WWE Day 1 that happened yesterday? We had a few matches. We had the Usos and the New Day. Usos used the 3D. I know Bully Ray and Devon had responded, but that they used the 3D. We had Edge and Beth Phoenix coming to his rescue. She looks like a fucking badass, man. I know she's
hot pick, man.
I know she's retired, but like she has not missed a beat. Like, what is she drinking? What is she eating? Like, she's on fire.
Yeah.
And then those are the positives. Becky Lynch retains, of course. Liv Morgan had a nice springboard sunset flip power bomb off the top rope, which is pretty cool, but she did lose. And then, so we'll start by saying this. So at first, it was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Big E. And then it was Seth Rollins versus Big E versus Kevin Owens. And then Seth Rollins versus Big E versus Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley. And at the last minute, I hope Roman's well, they threw Brock Lesnar in. At the last minute, they threw him in. And what did they do? Oh, yeah, let's book Brock to win. Let's do it. Brock is your new WWE champion, now beating 2/3 of the New Day for the WWE title. Big E was champ for 100 days. I thought he was going to walk into Mania. I thought all this was going to happen. And it got cut short on a Saturday, non-pay-per-view, by a man who was thrown into the match that day.
Took my headphones off real quick because I did not want to fucking hear you say Brock Lesnar's champion.
I see Eric stewing right there. We're going to get to him shortly. I want him to gather himself. Zach, your initial thoughts on this Brock Lesnar take. This is a face Brock Lesnar. Been in the woods, Viking Brock Lesnar. What do you think about him beating Big E? Pinning him, by the way.
This was a complete waste of the last two and a half months of me watching 3 hour show on Monday night. This was such a piss. I'm not even going to touch on how this affects your culture because that's a whole nother case that I don't even know about, but I get it 100%. Like you said, time and time again, do they have a black writer in the writer's room? Because someone would have spoken up and be like, you really shouldn't be doing this again, if not for a second time in the same year. This was garbage. And I there's two outcomes here that people are talking about. One, a unification match at Mania with Roman.
Yeah.
And two, Lashley winning the Rumble and finally having that match. I said I was fine if Lashley takes the belt off him at Mania, but still, it's like now it's twice in one. Technically not the same year, but it's a wrestling year for them. So it's a season of television for them. To do that twice to two black competitors at big events. This was basically done to show, for Nick Khan to show that his idea, his concept for a pay-per-view was a success. That's all this is done for, was fucking media clicks and all this other stuff. This is, again, awful. I hate this.
Yeah, it's weird having like people that are so business oriented, like, you know, making budget cuts that care about the people. Like, I don't know, there's some part like the art, the talent, you know, you gotta care about. And with Brock, we just seen him a few weeks ago at SmackDown, and I really enjoying what he's doing, man. I love this face run, but he doesn't need the belt, first of all. And then the perception for people who actually watch these shows is that W title is a secondary title at this point. It's a universal title. They would never introduce a Roman. They would never introduce that belt. So now you give Big E this now secondary belt, and you throw him to the wolves like this. If anyone else took the pin, I would have been like, you know what, fine. It still makes no sense, but whatever. But you pin Big E, you don't protect him, you cut his reign short. He has not won at WrestleMania as a single. He lost last year to Apollo Crews, who's not even on TV right now, doing nothing. So
he's been on.
He's been on?
Yeah.
Is he doing something?
What did he do this week? AJ Styles beat him.
Okay.
And him and a sneeze, whatever his name is, might be breaking up.
He's not doing anything of note. No. So now Big E, who could have been walking into Mania as WWE champion, win or lose, would have looked strong, would have looked great, but he cut him short on some random throw together pay-per-view and a random throw together match when there was 4 other dudes in that match. Is BS. Eric, take it away.
I don't know if I want to watch Mania this year. I don't know if I want to watch the fucking Rumble this year. Like, I thought I didn't even fucking ask for much. I just said, all y'all gotta do, if you want to end Big E's reign at Mania, you want to end it soon, fine. End it a fucking good way. Give him a fucking reign. He defended against Drew McIntyre. Who else did he defend against?
It's a hell of a point.
And then I honestly, when I said, I was very vague with my description when I said if they ended a bad way, I'm done with WWE. But fucking having Brock Lesnar fucking do it twice, Kofi fucking Kingston and Big E, it's very fucking clear that, I'm sorry, I'm swearing so much for anyone who's watching, I'm sorry, but it's very fucking clear that if this was Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens, anyone else, they would have done this reign a little bit longer. They would have done a little bit better. They just don't, for some reason, see the potential or the talent in Big E. It is infuriating. It's disgusting. Yeah. And this is why I also hate that AEW, to bring them into this, isn't as diverse or as good as they should be, because for people to say WWE is the gold standard, it's not.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. And, oh God, it's infuriating to see all the work Big E put into this reign. This man was literally out here doing interviews almost every day. They don't even record their fucking podcast anymore because he's out here working. They've been doing recap episodes every week because they are too busy to do it. And y'all just toss him aside like this. And I'm sure maybe he's good, because I'm sure he didn't think he'd be WWE champion last year around this time. But news and rumors, when we get to it, there was so many people backstage agree that they underutilized Big E. Mm-hmm. It's just ridiculous. I honestly don't know if I tried to stay away from WWE this past year, but for some reason, because we're a YouTube channel, I get recap videos, I get articles that I have to read. So it's almost like I'm fucking watching the show anyway, because I'm reading about it every damn week. but I don't want to anymore. This actually fucking hurts as a wrestling fan. It seriously hurts. I'm not even gonna talk about the culture because I talk about it too damn much that it's just no point. WWE does not care.
Oh, man, no, not at all. And I hate it because like I actually started liking Brock during this run, and I mean I still do. It's just it's not against him. It's just
Right.
like
It's like Becky. It's like
Biggie. Yeah,
and
same with Becky. Biggie busted his ass during this run, man. He was everywhere. Like this man was literally everywhere. The interviews I've seen him on, the different shows, the boxing events, like this dude was everywhere with the belt. And I don't know how you don't appreciate that promotion. Like appreciate that in your champion. It wasn't.
And I've told you guys. You finish up. Sorry.
I was gonna say like it wasn't even like a boring run. Like I don't remember all the times he defended a belt, but I know he was trying to do what he can. He did what he could do with it. So.
right. And also the last thing I'll add. Sorry, Zach. I know you're gonna add something,
That's
but
fine.
last thing I'll say is the whole fucking reason that the New Day split up. The whole reason that they split up is because people were saying it's gonna lead to Big E being like this big time ass single star. I just sat through 2 or fucking years of them not being together when they are obviously at their best together, and this is the payoff. I'm sorry, but nah.
There's clearly no plan with that. Like they're just out here just BSing.
So I hit you guys up Monday night sometimes with some comments. The past like few have been about how hot the crowd has been, and it's always been at the start. And Big E's always coming out at the start, especially when his match, the cage match with KO, like he lit the crowd up, and you can see how your shit show goes down just in crowd for 3 hours. The only time it came back up was when the women book ended with that cage match with KO and Big E.
Yeah.
So Big E is saving your show big time. And they had a plan in place for the Roman and Brock match last night. It was supposed to be the biggest thing of the night, and it was supposed to set up everything going into WrestleMania. So they just randomly did this. Why not do this in 2 weeks on SmackDown, make Fox happy, stay the course, and keep Big E as champ? This is sloppy. This is sloppy storytelling. This is too many cooks in the kitchen, and this is probably Vince just being Vince.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's because like again, it's just, why can't you have both? If you have 2 world titles, why can't they both feel important? Why does one of those feel lesser than the other? And then like there's so much wrong with this. Not even just like the community thing, but like damn, man.
Right. Prime time in the chat. I like your idea. I don't know if I don't know. It's weird, but Big E wins Rumble and then Brock at Mania or Goldberg. If Big E somehow fights Goldberg, then I'll fucking take it because I know that's his dream match. But
yeah,
I don't know. It'd be like Drew McIntyre all over again. He lost the title just to get it back. It'd be weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're building Roman up to be this mega star, and like Big E could have built a little run on himself with Raw. He could have had the Goldberg match. He could have had so many other like people to have on his list of in this reign. Now you end it, and now it's just like. You know, I don't know.
Did Roman beat Big E at Survivor Series, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing. He beat Big E at Survivor Series.
Which he shouldn't have. That should have been the one big win that they just give him and have a loss for Roman. Have him start freaking out next on Raw and start like being a menace rather than cool, calm, and collected. And it doesn't really matter because he still keeps the belt. Like it's just so. It's so easy to write for WWE, and it's so
that would have been very interesting. And it doesn't have to last that long, but it gives you something different to do, and you get back to the normal stuff. Like they're just doing the same. Yeah, that would have been pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Damn, man. I mean, there's so much. The New Day and the Usos are always feuding, so like that just writes itself to have that involved there. Roman and Big E. I don't know, man. Those are the 2 big topics of the week that or the last few days that just threw us for a loop here. Was there anything else to add to that before we get to some games segments and get to something lighter in the podcast?
As we almost hit an hour. Noob & Co. Point about gives us flashbacks of Asuka losing the SmackDown Women's title. Sorry. Before WrestleMania 35. To be honest, I'm already done with Joshi wrestling because the fandom is becoming weirder and weirder. I actually haven't been a part of the Joshi fandom, so I could see it because I know the internet's fucking weird, but
yeah,
it's interesting.
just two things here. Last, Terminus will be on Fight on the 16th. So if you want to watch it, go on Fight, check out Terminus and support. I think I might do that. And also Tony Storm leaving. This one made me happy, and then her statement made me sad. So her just randomly getting on a plane after doing a match with WWE, I thought was pretty funny, like just quitting.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, that's funny because it's WWE. I
No,
thought,
yeah.
hey, way to go, Tony. But then her statement, if you follow us on Instagram, it's on her story. She couldn't handle the scheduling, which we figured. But everything how she said it just kind of made me sad because, like, this going in. You know how this company is going in. Nothing's changed in this company over the last, like, 20 years. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know why people are so, like, let down by WWE when you know it's a shit company.
Right. Yeah, if someone waved the magic wand and said I could be a wrestler, I would not join WWE. I know I can't do that scheduling. That's fucking too much.
Right. It's like joining like basketball or baseball and then being like, oh my God, you guys have like 100 some games in a year. No, I can't do that. I'm done.
Right.
It's like, it's been like that since like the inception, but thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I've got a couple news stories. I want to just breeze through real quick because I want us to have time for other stuff. But Chris Jericho, his own Facebook page, so it's really weird that they put it this way in the description. Former at WWE wrestler and hashtag Soulmaster Chris Jericho talks about smart NFT. Do you guys know what NFTs are?
Kind of.
A little bit.
Okay, I also am kind of. So from what my understanding is, I guess you pay money and you get like little icons or something, which I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like it's worthless. Check out the South Park post-COVID special. They joke about it. But first of all, it's weird that he doesn't just call himself current AEW wrestler. But second, fucking Chris Jericho is just sliding down the totem pole of morality every day for me to be dealing with NFTs. That's just fucking weird.
Oh gosh.
Let's see real quick. We talked about Leo Rush. Johnny Knoxville says he will be in this year's Royal Rumble match.
I hope he takes bumps, like big bumps.
Maybe. I don't see it. I think maybe one big bump to get eliminated, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Why are they so hung up on him? He was there when we went to SmackDown. I don't get whatever.
I don't get it. It's weird. It's also weird that he's not doing stuff with AEW since Darby was in that movie, but
right.
And I talked about the internal belief that Big E was underutilized, but if you follow Fox, WWE on Fox, they tweeted out the results of day one and they quickly deleted it because under WWE Championship, Big E was slated as the winner.
Wow.
So it's possible that, they were told the results early to make the graphics and Big E was the original winner.
How last minute was this decision, man?
Yeah.
Like Brock didn't have to win. You could have pinned somebody else, and then Brock would have been fine.
Have to.
No. Anybody else?
It's like giving Nicholas a tag title.
Exactly. Like I went into that thinking KO was going to take the pin. What? Why did Big E take the pin? Big E took the pin, right?
Yeah, he took the pin.
That's so stupid. Okay, I won't think about it no more. Yes, that's.
Oh man!
Give it to Seth for not washing his hands.
Exactly.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I don't think I had anything from. Eric's boy Sky Too Hottie made an appearance at GCW doing the worm. Jeff Jarrett was also there, and he attacked. What's his name? I just had it.
I saw this article and I skipped over it, so I it's not gonna hit.
Man, I forget his name. But Jeff Jarrett made an appearance there too. And shout out to the newly wedded Cardonas.
Yes. Did you see?
You see that wedding party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Effie. Jeff Jarrett attacked Effie.
That's right. Yeah. Oh man. Good weekend for Cardonas though.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. Vegas wedding.
Yeah. Who all was there? It was Cody, Dolph, Miz.
Miz, yeah.
There's someone else.
Morrison,
yeah. And then people that we don't know, I think.
Yeah.
We'll be on AEW Dark soon.
Speaking of love in the air, it's official. Sammy and Ty.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's something. For the entire time Ty Conte was on Sammy's vlog, people were saying, "Oh, they're dating, they're dating." They denied it, and then this.
I just love Fuego del Sol's reaction on Instagram. He was like, "Bro, you finally asked her? Good job, man."
Yeah.
I didn't ask her on live TV in front of a crowd and kneel down.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
the timing on that with this is very sketch, and I'm very I'm not gonna hashtag love is love for this one.
I get you.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I hope Pam will find someone good. She'll find someone who will love her. She's a cool cat.
I feel bad. She was there with him through thick and thin. It seemed like watch if you watch the vlog.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
not down. That's day one ish.
Yeah.
Right there.
Down since. Down.
Name of this episode is almost down since day 2-ish. Since but
oh man,
that was Pam. I hope Sammy is at least like, here's 25% of all my merch. You've earned this. You put up with me all this time.
Something.
Oh man, but that's all I got for news. I don't know if you got.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. I think you hit the marks there. Anybody remember the TNA Digital Media Championship?
What's TMA?
Yeah, Jordan Grace.
Yeah. I just haven't heard anything from it in a while. Just wondering if everything's still good with that belt.
She just defended it at a show, or was going to at a show. Maybe it was GCW. It was another promotion, but she's still doing something with it.
Okay,
cool. The first ever Triple Crown woman in that company's history. But yeah, let's hit the games and segments, man. Eric, what you got, man?
All right, I'm gonna try and do this as fast as we can. We're doing the West Coast Poppies again, week 2. Last week we decided that the champion of the year were co-champions because we couldn't pick Kenny Omega and Deonna Purrazzo. I don't know why Tessa Blanchard kept popping in my head, but Deonna Purrazzo and Kenny Omega were our co-champions of the year. And we decided, I believe, that Terminus was the must-see promotion next year. Yeah, yep. It was Terminus, and then runner-up was Stardom. This week we're gonna do 3 quick awards. First one is gonna be informal. There's no tournament for this one. Theme song of the year. Choices we've got, and if you can think of one, go ahead and throw it out. Obviously, Ruby Soho, Adam Cole, All About the Boom. I'm just gonna throw it out there because it's the first year we've done it, and I don't like the guy, but I like his theme song. Eddie Kingston's got a pretty cool theme song, so I'm throwing that out there.
Let's go.
And I know Knock wants the FTR theme song out there. So those are the 4 I'm recommending. If you guys have any that you think, also Jungle Boy, but if you have any you could think of, toss them out.
Oh, it's FTR for sure. That's my vote.
I just have too many issues with the ones in WWE, so I can't really get behind any of them.
Right.
Malachi Black is a good one, I think.
It would be good if the kid wouldn't stream during it. It's a cool song, but I don't want to do it on a mic. I hate the singing during a song, but I love it. So I'm conflicted with some of these because some of these are either old or not original.
Right.
But I like them all very much.
For that reason, I mean, it's not original, but it's also, it debuted this year, so I'm going for Ruby Soho. I think everybody likes that song. I might be swayed for Adam Cole, but
so like Adam Cole's and FTR's aren't original, and then the other 2 are older songs. So right. I personally will say Ruby Soho because I just love that band, but I love the Adam Cole one too.
I wish I could like the FTR as much as you do, Knock. Every time I listen to it, I'm like, okay, it's gonna hit me different this time. It's a good song. It's just not my favorite. Oh no, there's another one actually. I am gonna vote for Hooks.
Oh yeah.
I'm switching my vote to
that one really fits him.
It fits him, but I don't like the dude who does it, so I'm gonna pass on that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It is pretty good on him though.
In that case, then, so it's 1 for FTR, 1 for Ruby Soho. I'll switch back to Ruby so we can have a winner.
Damn. Okay.
Then Ruby Soho wins Best Theme Song of the Year, which a lot of people in AEW agree with, so that works out. Next up, first tourney we have for the awards. Most Improved of 2021. Now, I have a problem with this one, though. I'm gonna switch our screen back on because I made this tourney with 8 people in mind. But after I hit finalize, I realized that there are 2 people who should be on here. So I'm going to tell you guys the 10 people I have here, and after I'll tell you who the other 2 were added. But we're going to pick 2 people who are going to get kicked out of this tournament, who are going to be 9th and 10th place.
Okay.
10 people we have are Bianca Belair, Big E, Bobby Lashley, Damian Priest, Dante Martin, King Woods, Matt Cardona, Miro, Rich Swan, and Ty Conte. 2 of those people have to be kicked out.
I'll say kick out Big E and who else was on there? I thought maybe Big E and Woods. Not because I don't think they're improved, but I think they have already been at this level, and I think the bigger improvement came from other people. But I think these people have already been at the level.
I agree, and now we know that the championship meant nothing. So
I completely agree. I was going to say those exact same too. That they're. So I got this list from a mix of Reddit, Sportskeeda, and some other third website that covers this. But a lot of people had Big E on there. I think they're confusing booking with improvement. He's always been this great.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Just for the sake of having him 9th and 10th place, who's improved more, Big E or Woods?
I'll say Big E because he hasn't had anybody to play off of.
That's true.
He's still entertaining.
But I'll say Woods because we finally got to see him in some singles matches this year, some really high profile good ones.
That's true.
I dig that. I think I will say Woods because I think they kind of. I think Big E could have been bigger. I think booking just kind of held him back. If he was his usual self,
he should have won his Mania match first of all.
Yeah, he should.
That was a mistake.
All right. Then the bracket is set. We have got our 8 people. Funny enough, when I put them in, Woods and E would have gone against each other anyway, so that worked out. Round 1. Who is most improved, Miro or Damian Priest? Just to give some idea of what they were doing in 2020, that was the best man gimmick. It wasn't until I think March or May of 2021 that we got serious aggressive Miro.
Yeah.
And Damian Priest for 2020, I believe, was NXT-ish. That was NXT stuff. Was Bad Bunny 2020 or 2021? It's all blurred.
Yeah, it was last year.
Okay.
It was last year.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's where we go. Who's most improved?
Oh, Miro for sure.
Yeah, Miro for sure. I think they kind of dropped the ball on Priest a little bit here. I know he's still U.S. champ, but I don't know. I feel like I need more from him.
Agreed. All right. Miro advances. Next up, Bianca Belair versus Dante Martin. Most improved.
It's crazy because Bianca was already so good before this year, but now she's a superstar. She's a megastar right now. So it's
right.
Bianca for sure.
Yeah, it's got to be. She's a whole nother level. ESPN still uses her. So
yeah.
Ooh. Damn, I thought we were gonna go the other way with that because I think I always thought Bianca she's always an A+ wrestler, but you're right. She's definitely more of a brand ambassador. She's more of an icon.
Yeah, I think Dante still has a long way to go.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 things Dante Martin needs to do: 1, stop looking like John Cena, and 2, give us some promos. That's all we need. We need some promos from the kid.
I mean, that's what I thought Leo Rush would be there for, but I don't know what the heck to do with that. Like, why? Where are they?
Right.
Why isn't Leo his mouthpiece like you think?
I give the guy props though. He went from like his brother got injured, he could have just faded away, and now he's
for sure. Like he's been killing it, but like I think he's always been this good. I just think now we're seeing him on the spotlight. I don't think he's like improved drastically. I think he's kind of just been this good, just athletic.
I get that.
Yeah.
All right. Bianca moves on to semis. Next up, we've got Bobby Lashley versus Matt Cardona. Who have you got?
This is my guy, Bobby Lashley. Cardona, he's on the indies now, so he kind of just do whatever he wants. I don't think he's improved, but he does have a way of making what he does be talked about. But it's Bobby.
I feel the same. Bob felt like a champ. I like Bob as a champ. He just felt big. He looked big. He handled himself like a champ. And like you said, Cordona's Cordona. You know, good for you. You got some lights slammed on your face. I love the guy. I think he deserves everything he gets, and I think he should be bigger. But yeah,
damn.
Like I like seeing Cardona in the highlights when he does. Yeah, that's cool. But I'm not going on my way to see his matches, to be honest with you. But I like him. I like him a lot.
Damn, Mr. Cardona, if for some reason you get bored and you watch this episode, I'm voting for you. I agree, Bobby. He's felt like a true champ, and that reign actually did put him in my good books. I don't want to go anymore. But to me, Matt Cardona, everywhere he went, he was the face of that promotion. He was the true heel of GCW. Only time I see anything about Impact, it's Matt Cardona.
Oh man, he's forgot about AEW.
Yeah, everyone's forgotten about AEW. Jay Lethal's forgotten about AEW.
Kalisto.
Fuck Kalisto. Next up, if you hear this, Mr. Kalisto, don't fuck you. Rich Swan versus Ty Conte.
Ooh. Again, I'm gonna go Ty Conte because I think Rich Swan's always been at this level. I don't think he's had anything different this year.
Actually, real quick, I will say the reason he is in this list is because 2020 he only wrestled 11 matches apparently, versus 2021 is when he had the match with Kenny and he was champion. And
I think he's battling some injuries here. That 2020, the end 2020, like Bound for Glory, he won the belt and he had this match with Kenny. But ever since he won the belt, I feel like they were gonna take him out. We were waiting for him to lose to Kenny.
Yeah.
But he's been great. Great guy in real life. He's been great for a while. But Ty Conte shocked me with how good she actually is compared to what I've seen her in NXT.
I was gonna say the opposite. I think Rich Swan felt more legit to me. Ty Conte, I still need work on the promos big time. In the ring, I guess I have to watch this one on Rampage, but I haven't been overly impressed with her matches. But she's great. I want to see her on TV. I don't think she's green, but I mean, I haven't seen like Dante Martin level stuff. Not that she doesn't do flips and high flying stuff. I mean, I just need to be glued to the TV.
Right.
I don't know if this match will change your opinion on her. She's great, but I think the other women involved, you'd be like, oh, okay.
She just oversells emotion sometimes, and I think she uses that to make up for language barrier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just me. That's my thought.
I get you. So you're voting for which one?
Yeah.
I think if that match hadn't happened on Rampage, I might have voted for Rich Swan. But I think she's solidified herself. She went from being NXT, just being almost a background character, to being almost the top tier of AEW's women's division. And that match was too good. So I think I have to vote for Ty.
Okay.
But I mean, props to Rich Swan, because he did his job. It just sucks. I did feel like they were waiting for Kenny to beat him.
Yeah.
All right. Semifinals. We got Miro versus Bianca. Who's improved more?
We're going to the moon with Bianca. As much as Miro's improved, he's kind of been MIA for quite a bit of time.
That's true. I mean, you can't just keep doing promos from Purgatory.
Some damn good promos, though.
They are.
Damn good promos. But I mean, like the stuff Bianca's even been doing with Dewdrop is like, that's very well done, classic heel versus face stuff that I've been really enjoying on Raw. So
yeah,
if she makes me not fast forward on Raw, I mean that's pretty
That's true. Apparently Miro was wrestling injured against Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. So props him for that. I'll vote for Miro just so he doesn't get swept. And I think he honestly is probably my most improved, maybe Ty, but he went from the best man stuff, which I could not stand him with that, to now he was one of my favorite people.
I didn't hate it, but yeah, this is way better.
I hated it. I fucking hate it so much. This I'm praising. I love Miro now.
Yeah. I look back on the description of like his 2020. I was like, my God, that was interesting.
Yeah, real quick. You think Kip Sabian never gonna see TV time again?
He'll be lucky if he sees Penelope Ford ever again.
Oh, damn.
He'll get TV time if he goes to NXT, gets fired, and then comes back.
Yes, go under a new name though. It's get NXT name, and people say, "Oh, guys, let's come over." Oh man! All right. Next up, we've got Bobby versus Ty. I already said I think Ty is my pick. So
Yeah, I'll go Ty because again, I think Bobby Spencer's level just now seeing it. Ty really has shocked me.
I'm here for you, Almighty, but I can't save you. I guess I need to be MVP to do that.
Oh man.
When he gets his own Blade T-shirt, as I believe 2 out of 4 women will get next week, then he'll get my vote.
Okay.
It's so crazy that now, what a weird wrestling trend that now if you get busted open, you get a best-selling T-shirt.
And they're all the same. They're all the same fucking picture.
Right. All right. This website never fails to disappoint me. The finals, we got Bianca versus Ty, who's the most improved wrestler of 2021.
That's Bianca Belair. KOD.
Ooh.
Eric saying Ty, huh?
I am saying Ty because in my eyes, Bianca
I
was
can't
always
go that
this
far.
level. Bianca was always this great. She's definitely improved as an ambassador for the company. At this point, if you make a banner of whatever brand she's on, she better be in it, and she should probably start throwing her weight around more so she can get better booking decisions. But I think Ty went from like not a 0, but she jumped up for me.
I gotta say, Bianca, I seriously think that was women's match of the year at WrestleMania. I think it was deservedly main event.
You got to see the startup match. That rivals it. It's very, very close.
Yeah. Oh, have you watched already?
I've seen it like before,
Okay.
but I'll be willing to watch it again because they had 2 matches. They're just gold. Yeah, Bianca's so fucking good, man. Hey, real quick, I do want to say it's crazy how like there's way more women megastars now than men WWE. Like I think Bianca, Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, and then like you got Roman kind of, and then I don't know who else. I would say New Day, but chill with that.
Yeah. All right. Then you heard it here first, folks. Most improved 2021 for the West Coast Poppies, Bianca Belair. Good on you. And next up, we're going for match of the year. However, I also have the same problem with this one. I have 9 matches. We have to eliminate one. But I'm willing to say 2 of these are very early on in the year. I know we've watched both of them, but you guys might not remember them as much. But the 9 matches I have here are Bianca versus Sasha, Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa, street fight, lights out match. Bryan Danielson versus Minoru Suzuki.
Ooh.
Kenny versus Hangman for the championship. Hangman wins. Spoiler. Kenny versus Rey Fenix, New Year's Smash. Ilya Dragunov versus Volter, NXT TakeOver 36, the second one.
Damn.
Takagi versus Will Osprey. That's the one we did the Is It Worth It for? Where Osprey won. Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan at Mania, and the Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros at All Out in the steel cage. One of those has to go.
I think you gotta get rid of Kenny and Rey Fenix. You know, that was a hell of a match.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that one.
Yeah. I know we liked it a lot. I remember us talking about it, but
yeah,
I agree.
It's gold.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and fill in those empty spots.
Good ass matches.
Yeah. And there are some that I just want to say real quick, there are a lot that we did not include from New Japan Stardom because we unfortunately didn't watch them or we can't talk about it, but there are a lot of great matches from New Japan that we missed. All right. First round, we've got, if I can get this screen look good, Bryan Danielson versus Minoru Suzuki versus Dragunov and Volter.
Dragunov and Volter. Love Danielson and Suzuki, but I don't think this was Danielson's best match.
I agree. I don't know how many times I rewatched that Dragunov Volter match.
I agree. I still have to watch the Hangman and Bryan Danielson 60 minutes, but I think this is my favorite Bryan Danielson. Yeah, I've been hella busy. But I think this was my favorite Bryan Danielson match so far. I loved it. That's 5 stars to me. Next up, Hangman and Kenny versus the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros. So the Elite when they lose their championships. I'm going with the tag match.
I think I might go with that too, honestly.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Hangman winning will always have a special place in my heart. I'll remember that match, but that steel cage match was something else.
Yep.
Bring out the freaking spiked shoes.
The entrance for the Lucha Bros and
felt big.
Yeah, I really thought the Young Bucks were gonna walk out on that one with the title. All right, next up we've got Shingo Takagi and versus Will Osprey against Roman versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
Osprey Takagi.
I agree.
Yes, that's beat.
Would you guys? I didn't put it because I know we don't watch Crown Jewel, but I know a lot of people liked it. Would you have voted differently if it was Roman versus Edge at Crown Jewel?
No.
What,
Seth versus
what was that?
Seth versus Edge? Seth versus Edge? Or?
Sorry, you're right. That was Seth versus Edge. Sorry, that's the match I was thinking of.
Yeah, great match, but I think I would have stuck with the same match.
What about because this was another one that people talked about as match of the year. Daniel Bryan's last match against Roman Reigns.
I think the same.
Yeah, the only one I think would have subbed in is that Stardom match, man. That one was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a damn great match. It's just, yeah. Last for the first round, we've got Bianca and Sasha versus Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker in the Lights Out.
Damn. It's Bianca and Sasha, but that takes nothing away from what Britt and Thunder did. Like, I didn't know Britt was that good, and then this match happened, and Thunder Rosa is exceptional.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't want it to be like we're only talking about major AEW women's matches because they're hardcore. We're not the biggest hardcore fan, but yeah, I gotta give it to that Mandy match. I loved it.
Yeah, I think Serena Deeb could make a name for herself with regular great women's matches.
Yep,
that's true. Would you put any of her and Cheetah matches instead of?
I don't know about the Sheeta ones. They've been great, but maybe her and she had a match at I think Double or Nothing, the pre-show match she had. That was amazing.
Okay. Next up, Dragunov versus the tag match at All Out, the steel cage.
I'm gonna go the tag match. This has nothing to do with Walter Dragunov. Just the presentation of it. That match is insane. I love Lucha Bros. Everything about that. I'm gonna go with that one.
I gotta agree. That tag match again, it just felt too big.
Damn. I was gonna go for the Walter and Dragunov because watching that, I was fine with the show being over. That filled me up.
Oh, you forget there's no one in the crowd too. Like, it's just such a good, genius match.
And oh man, Dragunov selling, and I still love the way he reacted to winning. Like, he was like surprised and fucking steps on Walter at the end.
Thankfully he was alive.
Yeah.
Now he's wearing like the Bond villain shirt, turtlenecks and stuff, man.
Yeah.
He looks like a grown-up kid.
Man,
I
think that might be my favorite match of the year, but I'll concede to the. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I think we lost him.
Oh, wow. That's all right. Last man standing. I have not disconnected yet. Oh shit.
Dial up always wins.
Almost cheated and put the wrong people forward. All right. As we will we'll see if he rejoins, but I don't know. He was the host. I don't know how to kill time. I'm blanking out here, Zach. I'm freaking out.
All right. Let me just advertise really quick. I'm going to be doing the Dynamite live stream. If you want to join me this Wednesday, it's going to be their first show on TBS. It'll be my last Dynamite live stream on Wednesdays because the show I work on starts up the week after that. But I'll continue doing Rampage, which these guys filled in for us. If you got to watch Rampage like I have to yet, watch their stream.
Yes. And, every now and then I'll pop in and I'll join his stream because I love me the spotlight. I might do it less now. Jericho's back on commentary, probably. We'll see.
Oh, no.
You excited for that?
No, I'm not. Secondly, what you want to know why I think he came out late to help?
Why?
You see how red those eyes were? Like, come on, man. Like, after the show, okay?
Right. Fucking Rob Van Dam over here. Oh man. What else do we've got? We've talked about doing tier lists. We've got stuff brewing. Hopefully we do something for the Royal Rumble. We'll see. Then again, I'm not even excited for this Rumble anymore. I don't care who wins.
Nothing matters anymore. Wins don't matter. Losses don't matter. Just Nick Khan's ego.
Exactly. Actually, there is something I could show on here. I'll switch to a 2 screen right now. Unfortunately, the title's wrong, but we talked about it on the Rampage stream, RIP Betty White, and we talked about it in our personal chat. And
Nice.
Something very interesting. So my girlfriend, for not even for Christmas, just for the heck of it, she went to Dollar Tree and she found, hopefully the green screen doesn't take it away,
Hey,
St. Olaf mints. And
that is awesome.
I told her I would never open them because I just don't want them to go away. Now I don't think I truly will never open these. Rest in peace, Betty White.
Man, they replayed her Saturday Night Live episode last night, so I got sunk in watching that. She's so good.
Yeah, I saw Hulu was promoting it, and I really need to look up the movie they did for her. Like, it was like a birthday celebration, and Ryan Reynolds was a part of it, and they had some fun banter.
Nice.
Yo, Zach, what did you do to my laptop, man?
I logged you into my internet. Oh yeah, Eric, it's a movie with Sandra Bullock. I forgot the name, but she's good in it.
And also, before we get back to the tournament, I guess there's like some animated movie that she did, and they have like a post-credit scene where Betty White is like, if you're seeing this, I've probably passed on or I've croaked. Like, it's her character, and it felt so weird. Like, if I had seen this while she was alive, I'm sure I would have like enjoyed this, but
Yeah.
seeing it after, I felt so heavy.
Damn.
This is what happens, Knock, when you leave. Things get real. Don't leave.
It clearly did. Oh man.
So we're back to the tournament. We're wrapping up. We've got the other side of the semis. Shingo and Will Osprey versus Bianca and Sasha.
It's Bianca and Sasha. I mean, it doesn't get more grand than WrestleMania. That's why I want AEW to finally get that big show. I mean, New Japan has a big show. They have wrestling, but what it meant to have these, first 2 black women in main event. Sasha, she's missed WrestleMania at this point. She's amazing, and Bianca to rise to stardom in this match. It did so much for. This is how you put on a match and have both of them just skyrocket after it. No one came out looking worse. No one came out weak. You had 2 great people, and you had an actual finish, a clean finish, and there was so much happiness and joy that this match brought.
How about you, Zach?
Yeah, he hit all the right notes right there. And Peacock still uses this to promote their network.
Yep.
Like, they used this match specifically, and just, I don't know, just the crowd reactions. Again, it was great. I'm gonna rewatch this multiple times.
Yeah, real emotion, man. Bianca was tried her best to not let it all out.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a match that you should show your daughters, or anyone who wants to get into wrestling. Like, this is a
Show your sons too, so it's not like
Yeah.
weird to see women wrestle. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point, man. You got to show the kids this stuff too. That's why it's important. That's why it's so big. And again, the match was fucking good.
Yeah.
True that. That's it. I vote for Shingo and I'm just kidding.
Woman hater.
I'm the one who posted on Nick Khan's on Tony Khan's Twitter.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so Bianca and Sasha, they move on to the finals. So that leaves us with the tag match, the Young Bucks, the Lucha Bros versus Sasha and Bianca. Which one was bigger? Which one was match of the year?
I still think the women's was bigger. I think
Yeah.
I think the tag match is bigger if you know who the two teams are.
Yeah, there's so much going on here with the women. I mean, they transcend wrestling. They're great for wrestling. Just they check every single box, and then make up their own box and check them.
I'll take that. I'm down with that. So there we have it. Flipping websites unreliable as hell, but your winners for tonight. We decide match of the year of 2021: Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. We decide Ruby Soho had the best theme song of the year, and we agree that this is why I hate this website. Who is most improved?
Bianca Belair.
Oh, wow. Oh, damn. She won twice tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Good for her. She ain't getting jacked, but good for her.
Send her some West Coast pop merch.
Just send her a hop up there.
No, you don't want Montez on it. You don't want Montez on it.
Don't get kids.
Well, that's the West Coast Poppies for this week. Next week we will talk about promos or something else, but we've got at least one more week of this to go.
Yes,
Nice.
we'll be back. Wrapping it up, Zach. You want to take us home?
All right, promo school today, and play along in the chats because you can do this too, and leave a comment. So you guys are going to give a promo as a wrestler, male, female, tag team, it doesn't matter, and you are going to basically map out the year 2022 as what you see their year is going to be. So this is the start of the year. You're giving a promo this year in 2022. Me, so and so, I'm going to do this. I'm going to win the Rumble. I'm going to go to All Out or whatever. Just map out the year, bullet points, not every month, obviously, or every opponent, but basically what you want to see from that person in 2022.
Okay. I'm gonna do 1.5 because there's one I'm just gonna do this first one real quick. If Hook was doing the promo of what this year should be like, he should just, I'm not gonna take my shirt off because I don't have a body as good as Hook, but he should just shirt off, and that's it. Flip the hair. That's the promo. Just shirt off, flip hair.
Johnny Bravo.
Exactly. He should just be Johnny Bravo. He should walk up to every woman in the back like, "Hey there, mama."
He looks like a Super Saiyan from Abercrombie and Fitch.
My real
That's a
one,
good one.
I already know I'm going to do MJF, so you can decide if you want to go first or second, Doc.
I don't have one in mind yet, so if you got one, go ahead.
Alrighty. It's hard to do MJF, but fuck it. I think he should have a good year. For all you schmucks out there watching this, I want you to know that last year was just the beginning. This upcoming year is the year of Maxwell Jacob Friedman. My own parents haven't seen potential like this. They didn't see this coming. I've outshined my mother and father. They look at me and they are jealous. And now that I've got my boy War Dog going for the TNT Championship, after he gives it to me, I am going to be the greatest champion on your TV screen. I am going to walk into 2024. After being your champion for 2 years, the great bidding war starts. I'm going to take the TNT Championship, and hell, I might just take the AEW Championship over to the other side. I might just walk up to the other con and say, here I am with new gold. And for that wannabe cool promo guy, CM Punk, if you don't stay out of my way, I might just walk into your house and take your wife. I might just pick her up and walk. I don't know. It's so fucking hard to do MJF. It really is. He has a weird style.
Yeah. My guy sounded like Deku.
That was good. That was exactly what I wanted. It took us throughout the whole year, and that's basically good storytelling for him.
I really want him. It's going to be a copy of CM Punk's kind of thing, but I wouldn't hate for him to be champion when the Great Bidding War happens.
Oh gosh.
They got to play that up. They just have to.
If they know he's staying.
Yeah, he's staying. He's never gonna leave.
You think so?
I think so.
He will purposely do. This won't be over the internet. This won't be over the phone. He will purposely go to Stanford for a meeting for the bidding war, just so he can use it in a video package when he re-signs with AEW. That's how good Maxwell Jacob Friedman is.
Yeah.
Oh man, we'll see.
I don't think he works on WTV too. Like the stuff he says, they're not gonna let him say it on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't think they'll let him wrestle like that either. He will not have like the protection like he has in AEW.
Right. Mm-hmm. And they probably job him out to the Miz first feud, be like, just to get out of the way.
Yep. All right, knock you all set.
Let's see, who can I pull out of the thin air? Okay. I'm not gonna do the accent because I don't think I can, but I'm gonna talk about my guy, Rey Fenix. My guy, the man of 1,000 flies. You wanted to find the next Rey Mysterio. Well, you found him in Rey Fenix. Throughout the year, I want to see him defend the tag belts. I want to see him go into Owen the Hart Cup. Doesn't have to win it, but just shine. Just shine. Go to AAA and shine. That's all Rey Fenix does is just steal the show with his reverse 619 roundhouse kick, black mass, if you want to call it, heel hook, heel kick, all these different moves. This man flies. But one thing I do want to say, the one thing I want you guys to get down before the year ends next year, capture my man on TV. Stop ruining this man's moves and cutting halfway through. Get it all. Get all of Rey Fenix in your face. That's all you need. Because my guy Fenix, when he gets close to the sun, he don't burn.
All right. I'll take all that.
I love when you said they used to defend the tag championships. I just imagine Penta being like, "What about me?"
All he's gonna say is, "Oh man, we got it."
I'm surprised this long. The crowd's still very hot chanting that Sierra Meadow.
It pays the bills with the 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, they keep cutting to some of those fans in the crowd, and I'm not surprised.
Drunk on my fans are blasted. What they tell you?
Prime time, thank you. He says, "What a show today." We appreciate that, Prime time.
What a way to start the year with your boys from the West Coast.
Yeah, this is the full year of going live regularly.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true.
Great stuff.
And then 10 more episodes. We're gonna hit that 100th episode mark.
Damn. Hopefully we hit 700 by then. Get us to that 1K, man. We're almost there.
Yeah, help us out. Tell your friends, subscribe, do everything you can, be a part of the family.
Yeah.
Yes.
All righty.
Well, all right. kind of dropping the ball there, but we've been here so long, man. Let's get up out of here. Eric, any final words?
We kind of talked about while you were gone, all the promo stuff. Just subscribe, please subscribe. That's the best thing you guys can do for us. And check out Wasting Time with You live on Twitch. I didn't record an episode. I didn't do an episode this week because I wasn't feeling well. But next week, Saturday, 5 p.m.
And where can they send some questions in to you?
Oh, yes. If you send them to wastingtimewithyoulive@gmail, there's a certified Gmail set up there.
All right. So definitely hit up that email, man. Let him know some stuff. He'll talk about literally everything and anything. So get some good advice from the boy and waste some time.
Exactly.
And of course, it's a new year, but the same old ending. Where can they find us at?
They can find us. I just had a peaceful one today. I didn't have anything, but I just want to say they can find us honoring the late great Betty White.
Yes.
Man, just so good. So good. If you want to go back and hop on the cock and watch her host Raw, everything she did was good. Great heart. Love Betty White. Anything you can find her in. Mary Tyler Moore Show, Golden Girls, and you got Golden Con in Chicago this spring if you want to honor her some more. So it's Betty White. Rest in peace.
Yeah. I check out her on Community.
Yes. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.